This video will explain about straight lines. So, when you hear the word straight line, right, you know it is something like this. But this straight line has a standard equation form, that is y equal mx plus c. Or sometimes we say ax plus by plus c equal 0 form. So these are the standard way of showing the equation of the straight line. But there are some principles that you should know. What is this c? What is this m? So here this a, b, c, what are these? So how are we going to find them? Now, if I draw a straight line like this and think this is of the form y equal mx plus c. So c means when x equals 0, y equal to c. When x equals 0 means it is in this line. So this line. So this is what? The y-axis. Then when x equals 0, y equals z means this is where we say c. So we say that as intercept. So this is the intercept. Then what about this? What is this m? We say that m is the gradient. So gradient, when you hear the word gradient, what do you know? So gradient is actually the steepness of the straight line. So the measurement of the steepness is the gradient. Steepness means how steep this is. So that is, you can measure it using this. So you want this one. So how steep this is, if you use this one as theta, then tan theta is, if I take this one as delta y and delta x, it is equal to delta y over delta x. So delta y is the change in y and delta x is the change of x. So if I like more specifically draw this one, so I want the steepness of this. So I take 2 points. This is y, this is x. Then this is x1, x2. This is y1 and this is y2. So what is this distance? This distance, how are you going to find it? You know x2 is from here to here. That means from here to here. Now you need only this distance. So you know this distance is x1. So from x2, if you subtract this, you will get this distance. So if I take this as theta, then tan theta is equal to opposite over the adjacent. So I know the adjacent is x2 minus x1. So what can you say about the height? Now here, this total height is y2 and y1 is this much. But you want only this, so this is equal to y2 minus y1. So the value you are getting by this division is gradient. This is the gradient. So this is how you find the gradient of an equation. If you have something like this, think these two straight lines are parallel. Then if the gradient of this is m, what can you say about the gradient of this? It will also be m. Right? So that's a principle that you should know. Now if I think y equal half x minus 5, right? you want to find the straight line that is parallel to this. Straight line parallel to this and has a coordinate 0 and 1. So if you want to find this, equation, right? Equation where the gradient is equal to this, or we say it is parallel, the equation which is parallel to this equation and has a coordinate 0 and 1. So in that case, there is a way of finding it. So we'll say that y minus y1 equal m times x minus x1. So this is the equation of the straight line. So y1 and x1 will be a coordinate of the straight line. So in my case, I know 0 and 1 is one coordinate. And what is my m? My m is the gradient of this equation. Why? Because these are parallel. So the gradient of this is what? Half. So then I know my m equal half. Now y minus, so y1 is the gradient of y. Sorry, y1 is the coordinate of y. So y is this, which is 1. Also remember, if it is 0 and 1, always we write first the x coordinate and then the y coordinate. It is a convention. So this is y minus 1 equal half times. So x is x and x1 is 0. So you can write here 0. Then if I write this one, 2y minus 2 is equal to x. So I can say that 2y equal x plus 2. So this is the equation. If you want, if I further take this as y equal mx plus c form, so y equal x by 2 plus 1. Okay, so what you must remember, if you know a coordinate of the straight line and if you know the gradient, you can use this equation to find the equation of the straight line. But what if you don't know the gradient? So in my next video, I will explain you, if you don't know the gradient, how you are going to make this equation. How we are going to make the straight line. So in that case, we will derive the m, so the equation will be different. The same equation, but the letters we will use instead of m will be different. So we will see how we are doing that. So I hope you understood in this video. I just want to give you a basic, what is straight line and what is a gradient. So in an equation, what is this m and c? And then if you know a coordinate and if you know a gradient, how can you derive the equation of the straight line? Thank you for listening and please subscribe on my channel.